I'm Debbie Hudson, and I will be expanding on my topic of education and poverty. Today in America, 1 in 5 children live in poverty, and in Texas, nearly 1 in 9 children live in extreme poverty, according to the Children's Defense Fund. In most of these families, children have parents who work, but low wages and unstable employment leave families struggling to make ends meet. In 2014, more than two full-time minimum wage jobs are necessary to be able to afford rent of a two-bedroom apartment in Texas and still have enough left over for food, utilities, and other necessities. Education is a crucial pathway out of poverty, and yet in 2013, 72% of Texas fourth grade public school students were unable to read at grade level, and 59% were unable to compute at grade level. Research is clear that poverty is the single greatest threat to children's well-being, but effective public policies to make work pay for low-income parents and to provide high-quality early care and learning experiences for their children can make all the difference. Low wages means that millions of parents work full-time year-round and yet struggle to provide even minimum day-to-day necessities for their families. Government work supports such as earned income tax credits, child care subsidies, health insurance, food stamps, and housing assistance can sure help, but these benefits encourage, support, and reward work, helping families close the gap between low wages and basic expenses. Several innovative two-generation programs that support the well-being and life chances of both children and their parents are being developed and tested in promising initiatives around the country, including two model programs in Minneapolis, Minnesota, and Tulsa, Oklahoma. Young children are enrolled in high-quality preschool programs while their parents receive education and training in high-demand jobs that help move families toward greater economic security. These include high-quality learning experiences for children in early care and education programs and employment training for parents that help them acquire skills needed for higher wage jobs. There are scholarship programs dedicated to servicing the needs of particular student groups, such as women and minorities, and students from low-income households or disadvantaged backgrounds. These scholarship programs have been developed to motivate and support college-age students who may not otherwise have the resources or the inclination to pursue a college career. What sets these programs apart from more traditional scholarship opportunities is the emphasis on a student's background and personal history as a criteria for the final award determination. These scholarships are sponsored by organizations such as Winter for Life Foundation, Stanley G. Tate Prepaid College Foundation, Take Stock in Children, National Clearinghouse on Families and Youth, the Givers Poor Foundation, and the Horatio Alger Foundation. The free application for federal student aid, FAFSA, is one of the easiest ways of receiving financial aid for college. After providing the government with information about one's financial status, students will receive a report detailing their eligibility for a number of federal financial aid programs, including the Federal Pell Grant, the Academic Competitiveness Grant, the Federal Supplemental Educational Opportunity Grant, and the National SMART Grant. The most widespread of these grants, the Federal Pell Grant, will be awarded to students based on financial need and full or part-time status, without any regards to anyone's academic standing. These grants do not have to be paid back. Federal Stafford and Perkins loans are funds that do have to be repaid. Students who cannot secure sufficient funding through grants, scholarships, and savings may look to federal loans as an alternative to the more expensive, higher interest private loans. Private student loans should be the last resort, as they will offer a higher interest rate than federal student loans. The dropout rate for low-income and at-risk students is a growing problem in the United States, and there's a national push for us to encourage and support students from disadvantaged backgrounds to persevere and pursue a college education. Through education, students can break the cycle of poverty and create a brighter and more rewarding future for themselves and their families. So it is imperative that we find a way to get this information out to students. I would suggest that we start as early as the 7th grade, if not earlier, relaying this information to them. Since social media is such a big attraction to this generation, we should blast this type of information on the web to sites like Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. I also believe that it needs to be incorporated into our public school system, whether it be through assemblies, handouts, posters, or class discussions. This is the best chance we can give our youth to be successful in life. Thank you.